are unemployed and can't find a job. There was once a time when our town was alive and weekends were busy. The collieries and local industry provided jobs for everyone, but now there are none at all. When I was younger, I thought I was sorted of getting a job, but it hasn't worked out that way. This is the story about Ammanford today, what it was and what it might become.
Ammanford and the Amman Valley, must be said, has been devastated by the loss of employment opportunities, both for youngsters coming out of school, even for their parents. And I mean, all this has stemmed really from the mid-80s.
The mines were running in full flow. There was a lot of work around. And unfortunately, when they decided to knock on the end, our hands were tied.
People just come out of school and go straight down the mines, so they'd guarantee a job. Personally, like I've been on the dole and tried to look for jobs and everything, but all the jobs are in Swansea because that's a bigger place, and because Ammanford's such a small town and there's so many people living there, there's no jobs because they're all taken up or they're not looking for the right people. You have to have a certain amount of qualifications and it's just not happening here. You have to move away to have a proper job if you want to.
They got the college, but that's all you do. You go around to college just to get a qualification, and you go to school just to get a qualification, and then you move to Swansea or somewhere else where you got jobs there.
There's still no jobs in Swansea, to be honest.
Yeah, there's no jobs around.
There's no jobs around.
There's not enough jobs going for young people, you know, like single mothers and stuff like that.
In Ammanford, there's loads of shops. There's no restaurants. There's no clubs and nothing. Just more a shop industry really than the social industry.
It's really quite amazing, isn't it, that during the strike, and I mean, you must remember miners were not fighting for extra money during that time. They were fighting for their own communities. We knew the devastation that would be caused by removing such a mass unemployment into the local areas. And people must realise that these valleys and these communities were born out of coal. So when you look at the change that they said had to be done, and during those years I remember being called the enemy within. You look at what's happened when the free market took over. You look at what capitalism has done. If we were the enemy within, what do we call people who nearly brought this country to its knees financially? And we are now still paying for the exploitation, the greed, where capitalism was allowed to run wild. And we can blame whoever we want, but that's the society that was created from a Thatcher era.
I've applied for everything you can think of in Ammanford, and they've all said the same. No jobs, nothing going, I've got to go further afield. But I can't go further afield because I can't drive. So I look at this place, Ammanford, as in there's no hope for people my age for getting work. Absolutely no hope.
So say if you didn't have an apprenticeship, how would you think your future would be like if you didn't have a college apprenticeship?
It'd be pretty shit, wouldn't it?
Because I don't want to be in the door. I want to be out working. I don't want to sit at home every day. You see people like struggling now, because like some people can't go to college, and it's like I'm scared. Well, not like scared to finish college because I know there won't be a job there for me. You know, just in my arms. I'd have to go and look for a job.
I'm 25 and haven't had a job for a while. As I don't have any qualifications and much experience, it's quite hard to get a job.
You know, like school? Yes and no. I had to have help because sometimes I'm slow just to write things down, so I needed help. My worst thing was this, my spelling's not that good.
Would you do anything differently now?
Yeah, I can get a better education and and do my exams. If I had a chance to do that all again, I would get a better life.
You could enroll now.
Yeah, but it's too late for me, really.
Where would you see yourself in 5 years' time in the future?
I have my own business. To have my own cafe and my own restaurant as well.
How do you hope to achieve that?
Try working in the industry to get experience working with food, and I'm enjoying my food. You can see I'm enjoying my food on a big lump. Yeah, I love my food. I love everything spicy, exotic, not. I just love my food. I love food at all. I love to cook my own food. I love to bake. Anything.
Oh, by home bargains?
Yeah.
No, I don't know nothing about it. I'm just crack.
No.
Didn't even know it was going up until I saw it.
No.
Have you ever looked at it?
I've seen it, but I don't know what it means.
I have, but not in detail.
Yeah, but there's like names and stuff on there or something, and then there's like big paragraphs, but yeah, I don't know what they're saying.
I've seen it, I didn't really know what it was though.
Most people just climb on it now and just jump off it and do
Yeah, it's
stuff.
really bad. Like, I remember going to Ammanford the other day and there's no man peeing there. And I see that, I don't think there. But that's what it's like now. You go to Ammanford and not something like that happens. It's not good.
Oh, I think it's fair to say that the town was very vibrant during those days. I mean, it was basically social cohesion that we stimulated really from all employment, and especially the mining fraternity, without doubt. So yes, I mean, you had youngsters coming in, knowing there was work available, and I think it made for quite clearly a more defined era where people thought they were part of society, part of a community, and I mean that were in those days the best way that we could have operated.
I don't want to move away because like, you're used to it here. Like, I've been here since, I don't know, I've been born, like, do you know what I mean? I've moved. So I can't imagine like moving away from here, but it is like getting a bit run down here. It's not good now.
Obviously I'd rather stay in Ammanford around family and friends, but if I had to and had no money at all, then I'd obviously have to move.
There's nothing here in Wales. Everyone's just, there's no work, everyone just seems depressed.
I'm going to be a police officer, so I think I'm moving to England. So I don't want to stay in Wales. I think there's more, because England's such a big place, there's more jobs to be a police officer.
It's just negative in Wales, I find.
Where's the furthest you would actually go, searching-wise?
Anywhere.
Well, back to South Africa.
Australia.
Yeah?
I go as far away as I can, really. Romania I want to go. I do, I really like Romania. So that's where I would like to go. And it's far away from Wales, isn't it?
Away. I like it around here. I would like to get out of Wales because, yeah, it's for more opportunities.
Yes, I would move away, but you can't beat the British food, really. You can't beat a bit of fish and chips. You just can't. Making this film has helped me quite a lot, and I have decided to go to college and study in catering. But I'm really nervous because it's a big step in education for me, because I find schoolwork really hard and I'm really worried about rejection and failure.
Okay, Roy, what are you about to do?
Going to college.
I'm looking at any courses on catering.
Yeah.
How do you feel about going in there?
Nervous.
Why are you nervous, Roy?
I feel nervous. I'm just scared if they don't have any courses on catering.
So you're scared that they might say no?
Yes.
Have you ever tried going to college before?
No, I haven't. I wanted to, but...
So this is about taking one step at a time, yeah?
Yeah. Yes, there's one. Yeah.
One small step at a time.
Yeah. For mankind.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, Roy. Well, off you go. No, I can't do it. Okay, stop. I'm going with you. Have you got any GCSEs for it?
No, I haven't. I studied them, but I haven't qualified. I haven't took them. Students are required to attend an interview and they take a diagnostic test, determine learners' literacy and numeracy levels.
Okay, do you know what that means, Roy?
No, I don't.
A diagnostic test to ascertain your learning abilities. And they would then try to help you around those.
My spelling is not that good, actually. I'm unfocused with my spelling. I'm not good at maths. I'm not that good at all. I used to work in a cafe for experience. Just preparing food and cutting vegetables up and wash up and things like that. That's what I was trying to do, but I've got things come back at me every time. Last couple of years, sorting family problems out. You know, that's to deal with, so I can carry on what I want to do in my dream.
If Ammanford stays the way it is now, I wouldn't bring my kids up in Ammanford because of you see all these youngsters now going out, drinking, doing drugs, and I wouldn't want my kid to be like that. Do you mean? So I wouldn't bring my kid up in Ammanford if it stays the same.
Drugs about what they used to be.
Why is that to be?
People have got nothing better to do with their lives. No jobs out there. There's no hobbies that they could do. There's nothing. Especially for kids as well. They're always hanging around doing nothing because there's nothing there when there's nothing for them to do.
It was alright, like where we live, it was like quite tidy and now it's like gone all rough. You can see things
over the past couple of years, like over the past 4 or 5 years, it's got a lot rougher. There's drugs have gone really high now in Ammanford.
Well, it's quite scary actually.
Yeah, it is really scary.
You don't actually realise how many people have got it on them or how you can get it. Like I don't think I even knew that yourself and you didn't even click.
No.
And then now you think, oh my god, you're passing someone you know, like oh, they got it. Yeah. No, it's like it's nearly everywhere. Nearly everywhere.
10-year-olds smoking weed and everything like that now, it's just ridiculous. And they're smoking around the youth clubs. And it's just people like our age don't want to go there because they don't want to be around that stuff.
It's almost like a new trend now. It's just everyone started doing it. Yeah, pregnancies in Ammanford. It really has. So honestly, we know probably about 4 or 5 14-year-olds that are pregnant. 14 to 16-year-olds.
That's kind of scary actually. They're younger than me.
Nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do around Ammanford, so kids are getting into that sort of thing.
I think what you're basically referring to is in the actual building we are currently in. was actually built in the 1930s by miners to educate themselves. There were reading rooms, there were libraries, there were courses being held to educate them, because during those days, quite clearly, the state had no intention of doing it. It was really the aristocrats that really wanted to run the country. Those are the people that more or less had you working for pennies, and it wasn't for the fact that the labour movement was born out of such deprivation that things started changing.
They need like a giant sunbed on top of Ammanford just to keep it warm. It's always cold and raining, yeah.
It's Wales.
It's like there's nowhere to, if it's raining, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go if it's raining, so no one's out.
The town life is dead. All the shops within the town now are basically, it's more or less turning into a ghost town.
Also, another thing that we've noticed is like on Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights, like the streets are absolutely dead. There's no one around at all.
The only people you'll see out now is like people in Ammanford Park, like from 14 to like 18, just smoking drugs in the park. That's it.
They need lots more things to do. Like there's a couple of parks around, but they're just getting all vandalised and stuff.
That's all that happens now. It's just vandalism everywhere.
We can't have anything nice here because people just come along and wreck it.
It also doesn't help that we are in a recession at the moment as a country. If we weren't in a recession, people would have more money and there would be more businesses around, because businesses would be able to survive a lot easier.
It's just everyone's shutting down now. That's what it is. They can't afford to run because nobody comes here anymore unless they live here. They just go to the casual shops, you know.
The short to medium term for the Amman Valley, again within one of the most deprived areas in Wales under the deprivation index that have been put through. However, trying to have investment into an area that is suffering really from infrastructure is going to prove, I suggest, very difficult.
Confident, wicked. Look at the difference in you. It's awesome.